This
Lumion
is so hard to
make.
If only there was an easier way.
Hi, I'm
Fake.
Say goodbye to daily stains and dirty surfaces with new...
Escargrow.
This
Video.
is filthy, but just 3 shots from...
Escargrow.
And it sparkles like new. Look how it cleans this greasy hob. Goodbye, dirt. Grubby tiles. I love you.
Escargrow. God damn it, I'm too old for doing these kind of stuff. Hello, this is Cotton Stoops, and welcome back to another Lumion Legacy HTUC video. And today I get the honor of reviewing the best Lumion in the entire game, Escargrow. From counters and checks, to teammates, to the sets, and as well as the weaknesses, resistances, and the immunities, as well as the roles Escargrow can play. This video is on how to encounter Escargrow. So, what role does Escargrow play? Well, mainly you can get this answer from its base stats. His base stats are truly something else because Escargrow's base stats are so good. Its weakness base stats are up to 997, and with a speed tier of 199.7 or whatever, this makes Escargrow to be the hardest and fastest hitting range attacker in the entire game. However, that's just not that. Escargrow has the highest melee attack and the highest range defense in the entire game, making Escargrow to be the highest, most strongest melee attack user and also the most bulkiest range defense user. And of course, Escargrow also has a monstrous HP set of 999 and an energy set of 999 and a melee defense stat of 999, making Escargrow to be the most tankiest melee defense user, as well as the Lumion that can throw out the most moves in many consecutive turns. So, how do you use Escargrow, and what's the role? Well, Escargrow can be the hardest hitting wall breaker in the entire game. You don't even need a lot of investment either. It has the highest speed tier, so it's the fastest sweeper in the entire game, and it's the most bulky Lumion. So you can pretty much use anything for Escargrow. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the weaknesses and resistances. Escargrow's typing is God, which means it has all the immunities in the entire game, and it actually collects to one immunity. So it doesn't have like what, 20 immunities. All of these typings are considered 1 to Escargrow, so that means Escargrow's typing is God. And for Escargrow's set, it's literally virtually anything. The ability can be anything, and you can make your Escargrow set to be anything as well. And since its ability is anything, that means Escargrow has all the moves in the entire game, and even moves that are going to be implemented. So you can pretty much use anything on Escargrow. And keeping the theme for anything, the personality will be all the very personalities in the game. Very brawny, very smart, very robust, very clever, very hyper, and very nimble, increasing Escargrow's stats even further to the point where from no return. And of course, the item is literally anything. You can run any item on Escargrow and it's gonna be the best Lumion. And of course, the TPs, you can run 200 on every stat, 200 HP, energy, melee attack, melee defense, range attack, and speed. All coming up to numbers that would normally not being reached, but Escargrow can reach them. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the counters and checks and teammates for Escargrow. So yeah. So, offensive counters and checks to Escargrow is practically nothing, because Escargrow is the strongest Lumion in the entire game. However, defensive counters and checks, and the only Lumion that can stop this Lumion is another Escargrow. You're going to be seeing the high-paced, slow-matched, longest stall match between 2 Escargrows, which is the main reason why it's banned, because if there are 2 separate Escargrows on one team, then it's just going to be a stall match. However, teammates for Escargrow, you guessed it, Escargrow's the best teammate for an Escargrow. Because they are the strongest Lumians, and why would you not pair up the strongest Lumian with another strongest Lumian? So with that out of the way, let's talk about the conclusion and my thoughts on Escargrow. So let's get along with that. So overall, Escargrow is a Lumian that you should fear, and if you ever go up against an Escargrow, you're practically fucking dead. There's no getting away around that. So like the video, subscribe if you're into these kind of videos, and of course remember that Zulong is a dumpster fire, the exact opposite of what an Escargrow is.